Hello, folks, and welcome to Thundering Thanksgiving 2023. Thundering Thanksgiving. And we're going to examine any liquor or liqueur. This is going to be done in lieu of Fandango Friday. So anyway, tonight I'm finishing up these truly flavor vodka liqueurs, okay? Because I've done them enough. This is truly flavored lemonade, strawberry lemonade vodka, all right? So it's strawberry and lemonade flavored vodka. Natural flavoring, contains actual juice, 5%, and the coloring comes from certified colors, food coloring, But anyway, it says keep out of the light, the color may fade. Well, I've kept it out of the light, and the color hasn't faded. This is the pineapple mango, truly pineapple mango, and it is from Truly Flavor Vodka, which is a wholly owned division of the Boston Beer Company. Is produced in Kentucky for the Boston Beer Company. And I think it's from Jim Beam Suntory. I can't prove that because Buffalo Trace is also in Frankfurt, but as one of those people, cheers, Coors Light for me. Yeah, Coors Light's good. I get cheaper ones though because I find they're just as good, but I'm not an anti-Coors Light person. All right, so let's go, says Blue Ice. Here's the link. Okay, so this is the mango pineapple. And these were on sale for $1.99 at Mathern's, $1.99. True story. And I checked the price of these same bottles at Total Wine and More, and they were $8.99. So $8.99, and I got it for $1.99. Wasn't passing that up. Let me tell you right now. I didn't know if they would be any good. I didn't really care for that price. Yeah, 30% alcohol, 60 proof. Some people say liqueurs cannot be up to 40%, but that's not true. That's just a belief, and it's a mistaken belief. We go put these back in the fridge. Warmth is not their friend. Now, you were cooking, Dave, last night in Louisiana, but tonight you ought to be stuffed, Dave.
Well, we can always change that. It's got a back
Stuffed.
out and rejoin.
I didn't eat any supper. My daughter brought me some food, and I was like, I can't eat it tonight. I got to wait till tomorrow.
Brought you what? Tuna.
No, some food, more food.
Today?
Yeah, and I was like, I can't eat anymore.
Hey, wait. You went to your dad's to have Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
And then you came home and your daughter brought you more food?
More food, yeah, but I couldn't eat it.
Man, I had one meal today and I'm so stuffed. My stomach is hurting.
I guess I could have eaten it, but I wasn't going to. All right, so this thing is
food. So, oh, you started without me? What is this?
Yeah, it's like pinkish yellow. I've got the. I'm gonna write it in the banner.
How'd you start? It's only like 5:35.
That's all right. Truly.
Oh, you're doing that garbage again. Okay.
Pineapple, mango, 30%. Well, I'm finishing it off. I bought 3 bottles, so I'm finishing it off. You got Heaven Hill.
Bottle and bond. It's got an age statement of 7 years on it. Of course, it's 100 proof. This is from the Heaven Hill people in Kentucky. So. So this is the famous Heaven and Hill 6-year, right? That everybody used to brag about. That gets so cheap. Back in there. What's up, Elbow? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Cheers.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Am I wrong or am I right? Is this the famous one everyone used to brag about and then it kind of disappeared?
I don't know anything about Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. I'll be honest. I don't know.
I was still reading up on this, and apparently this retired in 2019. Then it was just recently brought back. But also in 2019, some of the bloggers were saying I could get this for $30 a bottle. I could get it for $40 a bottle. Well, those days are over. This shit ain't $30, $40 a bottle. It is pretty darn good. I'll give it that. It is a true whiskey. You can see it's, there's viscous to it. There's lots of alcohol legs going on.
Okay.
It reminds me a lot by the appearance of what Woodford Reserve used to be before it became
$60. $60. Oh,
I didn't pay 60. I paid 50.
no, that's what he has to pay. Jason in Soviet Republic of Washington. Now, Elba, what do you have tonight? I have a feeling it's a cream liqueur.
Yes, it is. And in fact, it's new to me. I just bought this yesterday, I think it was. I went to Total Wine. And it's Buffalo Trace Bourbon Cream.
Oh, yes. I tried that on the tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Didn't we try something like that at the Saserac house we went to?
Yes, they let us try it over there too. That's right.
Yeah.
So it's 15% ABV. Just says made with Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, handmade in small batches using award-winning Buffalo Trace bourbon, rich cream, and a hint of sugar. Enjoy this deliciously sweet liqueur, enhanced with a bold taste of Buffalo Trace bourbon. This indulgent treat is hard to resist. Try it on the rocks, over ice cream, or in a coffee. So it's the bottle. I didn't have it in the fridge, so I'm going to pour it on the rocks here and see what we got.
Okay, good idea.
Shake it up. So I wasn't sure if you were going today. I was out. I went to my niece's for Thanksgiving. I just got back and I realized it's close to 6:30. Let me see if I can jump on. So good to see y'all.
I'm glad you joined. Thank you. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do it because I didn't know if anybody would be interested, but it turns out at least 3 people were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
So that's a pretty good famous product there.
Yeah. Looks good.
All right. So let's see. I'm going to do a few more comments. Then we're going to go look at some websites. Hello? No, we're not going to get drunk. Well, I'm not. I don't know. I can't speak for the other guys, but all right. So let's look. Yeah, I know you're going to like that. Let's look at the Truly website one more time. This will be the last time, folks. I bought 3 different bottles. They were $1.99 each. So it says beach day in a bottle, vacation libation, whatever you call it. Our pineapple mango flavor is the magic that happens when triple distilled vodka meets one of Truly Hard Seltzer's most fun tropical flavors. Dig those toes in the sand and mix it up in a drink. Well, maybe that's a summertime product, but I'm drinking during a damp, rainy, chilly fall day. Now, this, according to Total Wine and More, it is a sugarcane vodka. And I believe that because Total Wine is not going to do their own write-ups. Their product descriptions are going to simply come from the distributor to give them what's called a sell sheet. And I know that's true because if you look at like 10 different liquor store websites, they'll have the same write-up. So pretty obvious what's going on. All right. So anyway, but that's, vodka's a neutral spirit. Doesn't really matter if you make it from grain, potato, sugarcane. I mean, it might matter in a sense, but it won't matter in a general sense, maybe in a specific sense. All right, this thing looks pink as the light shining through it, but I know it looks gold as the light shining at it. So aroma, cheers, and Claude, hold on, I'm gonna add you.
So one note on vodka, I was told a long time ago that vodka is always like the first stage of whiskeys or any kind of product that's designed like that or made like that. That vodka.
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. That's right. Yeah, yes and no, but it's too complicated to go into. But yeah, you're right. It comes from the base.
Yes
but
and no. What does yes and no mean? That sounds like it's not even an answer.
It
sounds like a flip flop.
It is. Well, I'll explain it in less than 1 minute. So they make the grain. Let's say they're using corn. They make the distillate, the grain distillate. That's it. It's just a clear, odorless, colorless, distilled grain. It might be 190 proof, almost pure alcohol. Now, when they take that,
just call it moonshine.
Okay, good. That's a good answer. Now they can take that product and start, like you say, turning it into bourbon by aging it in a new charred oak barrel, or they can turn it into vodka by filtering it. They can just take that distillate and distill it, and then take what they distilled and distill that. And
so would that be the mash bill?
It could just be 100% corn. Yeah, that would be the mash bill corn. And they're going to keep distilling it. If it's a cheap vodka, they might distill it 4 times. Then they might filter it 10 times to get all the impurities out. Just keep charcoal filtering it again and again and again, because the goal with vodka is to remove any color or flavoring. They want it as neutral as possible. Well, and then the flavor comes from the fruit juice and that they add. Now, if you took that same corn distillate, like I said earlier, and you aged it in a new charred oak barrel, then it would be bourbon. Okay, now, so yeah, you're right. And then grain neutral spirits is a similar thing, but we won't go into that right now. Here's Claude.
Claude with the cut. Dude, what in the world are you going to shoot tonight?
Yeah.
Well, not Listerine, but LaRue. Okay, that's a famous creme de menthe.
Which is better? Which has more alcohol?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, right.
Claude, can you see in the upper left-hand corner? Do you see it? What do you see?
Oh, in your house. Yeah, LaRue. That placard.
I see Pope Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's Pope John Paul II. But that's a LaRue. Yeah.
Above the archway.
Yeah. An old sign.
LaRue.
Yeah.
LaRue.
Good. I'm in. We're visiting Grandma, 96-year-old, my lovely 96, going on 97 mother-in-law.
Great.
Here in the Carolinas.
North Carolina.
LaRue.
Grandma still's got her shit together. And went into Grandma's liquor cabinet, and look what I found.
That's nice.
And we just finished the turkey dinner. By the way, I'm so grateful to know you, gentlemen. Thank you. Hope you're good health and happiness and blessings to all your families.
Cheers to you. And what's the ABV on that? Cheers to you.
And this is kind of thing. Does anyone have this in the liquor cabinet anymore?
No, but I could get it. I could get it tomorrow. What is the ABV
acquired
on
some
that?
new stuff. Let me see if I find anything close to that.
It is. Oh my gosh. 750 natural flavor, 48 proof. You read this. What does that say there? You got better eyes than me. Is that 48? 48 proof. Always marry a younger woman with better credit and more money. Secret of life.
And good
Sound advice. I got this. I don't know if that's anything close to it. You know what?
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So you know what? I don't really understand. How in the heck do you get a pear inside of a bottle?
How does they really?
In the Sam Hill is this? It's from
Oh, that
Oregon.
looks beautiful. Look at that.
There's a pear inside of it. And what if you want to eat the pear? You can't ever get it out, right? I guess you have to like bust the bottle or something.
You know you want to know the secret? Maybe I'm wrong. Elbow probably knows more than me about this, or Ron. Don't they hang the bottle?
I think that's the only way they can do it.
And it
Only
grows
way they
within
can
the
do it.
bottle, and they hang it on the tree.
I think you're right.
That's the only way they can do it.
Dave, how expensive? I bet that was really expensive. That
No,
bottle.
not in his case.
Gift, and this is obviously from a long time ago because look, it's got an old label on it and all that. It's
Pear
80
brandy.
proof. This stuff is like whiskey. It's called pear brandy. It's as strong as a whiskey. It's 80 proof.
Wow.
Clear.
Is it Italian? Where's it come from?
Clear, probably so. Oh, it's in Oregon. Clear Creek Distillery.com.
Well, everything's legal in Oregon now. So.
Yeah, you have to bring that one night. Okay. Well, let me do my.
No, that's something I'm going to sit on for a while. You know me about sitting on things.
Best drink in the house, $8.99 Walmart. Comes with a little shot glass on top. You can't beat it.
Yeah, Listerine. Okay, well,
it's got to be a 12-step program for that.
Folks, Claude is a burgeoning comedian, or
I try.
So he's working on it, folks. It's all right now. This stuff here.
Don't be saluting the Fiera. We saw that.
No, I was trying to get the camera to clear up. And when I put my hand in front of the lens, it'll agitate the camera. It'll make it focus. Oh man.
Claude made that.
Yes.
There's steam coming off of it.
Oh yeah.
What is
Good
that?
old Marie Callender's Dutch apple pie.
So Claude heated that. Okay, that's cool. I'd eat it. I'd still eat it. All right, now, if I could, I'll give it a review of this product. Okay, now, it tastes like mangoes and pineapples. Okay, and it tastes like the three components. It tastes like vodka, which in this case is made from sugar cane. Tastes like rum. I mean, what am I saying? It tastes like pineapple. And it tastes like mangoes. I mean, is it mostly a summer drink? Yeah, that's what they talk about, toes in the sand and so forth on the website. But the summer won't be around again until next year. But it's fine. I don't take issue with it. Would I be seeking it out? No, I don't seek out any fruit flavored products, whether it's beer, wine, or liquor. But for $1.99, there was no risk factor involved. I would not have purchased this for the regular price because, like I just said, it's not my thing. But it's fine. I don't mind it. I think it's worth a good grade. I know a lot of people would love it. I was reading the reviews on Total Wine and More, and most of the people liked it because that's why they bought it, because they like fruit flavored products. So common sense, they liked it. Yeah, no problem. I'll give it a score later, and that's going to be it for Truly. I'm pretty sure, unless they come out with 3 new flavors and they're $1.99, which I don't see that happening. Okay, now a real good bourbon.
Yeah, this is Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond, 7-year. I believe Jean-Pierre brought this a couple weeks back. I saw this. I picked this up. It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay for it, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the same whiskey that everybody was. Claude, you're on mute. This is the same whiskey that everybody was on. Claude, you're still on mute. I see your lips moving, but you're not. I don't hear your voice. So
I said nothing worth remembering, so I muted myself.
okay. I thought you had something to add, but anyway. So this is it's got a little story on the bag. This Kentucky Bourbon pays tribute to the earliest days of the distillery history, blah blah. Basically bragging on what they're doing and all that stuff. And I get it, all right. But you know what I did notice about this? Look at the color of this. This is just fantastic. It's a dark mahogany color.
Okay, but wait, I do have something to add. You said it. You read that it came out in 1939, so apparently it's been produced off and on since 1939. Okay,
I didn't get to that part, but anyway, since you want to interrupt my review, yeah, I was kind of reading on that, and yeah, it is 1939. It just goes on about how they kind of bragging on themselves about craftsmanship and all that, and something about the Bottle Act of 1897. So anyway, it just kind of goes on about how great they are, and I did taste this today, and this thing's pretty good, man. I'll tell you what, this is one of the better whiskeys I've had here recently. The price point there for this, I think it's a little high. But what I did notice about it is that there's a lot of alcohol leg action going on with it. It's very viscous. It seems to taste good. So cheers. I'm going to go ahead and taste it.
cheers.
It's a little sweetness, a little vanilla. You taste the chaw. Pretty much what you expect to get in this kind of a style. It's kind of very similar to Elijah Craig, which, if I'm not mistaken,
That makes sense.
is made by the same company, isn't it? Isn't Heaven
That's
Hill
right.
make
That's right. Heaven Hill does make Elijah Craig.
Elijah Craig and Heaven Hill? They're almost the same darn color too. This one's 100. This one's 94. Interesting. I always did like Elijah Craig. But this Heaven Hill is starting to taste to me a lot like Elijah Craig. So,
Well, who knows? They might be using some of that in there. They own it. They can use it. They own it.
well, for the price point, you get this. You don't get this.
Right.
I want this,
It's
I
all,
want
it's all,
to try it.
it's all a balancing act.
Well, I mean, I was expecting it to taste a little different. Now, what it is, I did put a little ice in this, but man, this stuff tastes almost identical to Elijah Craig, like almost identical. This is a little thicker, meaning more viscous, more alcohol legs. Yeah, barrel's kind of washed out a little bit though.
Yeah.
Guys, it's good.
Now we have Tim's Brews joining us.
I don't know.
We have Tim's Brews joining us from South Carolina. He just got up. I think he stepped up.
Good stuff.
Tim?
That's good.
Okay. Tim has a channel. He does just a lot of discussion videos. Well, he'll be back, I guess.
Where'd Tim go?
I don't know.
Hmm.
All right, we'll be back to you later on, Tim. All right, now Elbow is going to talk about this product that hold on a second. Hello, Tim. Thanks for joining.
You're muted. Unmute yourself, Tim.
You're muted.
Hello, how y'all doing today?
All right, that's better. Cheers.
Hello, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Tim.
Good to y'all.
Cheers.
I'm drinking.
Oh, Parmesan apple. Okay. That's 30 proof, right? 30% alcohol, right?
Yes, sir. The, I just
I'm listening to you.
finished peach. It's pretty good.
Oh, the peach. All right.
All right.
So I'm going to bring up that website in a little bit when we get back to you, and we'll talk about it. Thanks for joining. You know, Tim, I've been watching your channel for about 10 years now. Oh, you got some fruit aging in the liquor, huh?
It's got the Mason moonshine jar there.
It's homemade sangria. Okay.
All right.
Now, Elbow.
All right, the Buffalo Trace Bourbon Cream. This is my first time trying it. I just opened up this bottle.
You always remember your first, Elbow.
Well, yeah, yeah, I'll remember this one, but it's delicious.
Club. What are you
It's
doing?
very good. It's similar to like if you're used to like Bailey's Irish Cream or Carolyn's, that type of thing. Only instead of using Irish whiskey, of course, they're using Buffalo Trace bourbon.
Yeah.
And I don't know, whoever blended this or came up with it or whatever, they did an excellent job because it's really tasty. It's a little sweet, but not overly sweet, and you really don't sense the alcohol in there too much. I mean, you can taste a little bit, but.
So let me ask y'all a question about this style, because I see a lot of these coming out for these liquor companies, and they're putting these cream-based out. Would y'all say that this is basically a spin-off of eggnog, spiked eggnog?
Brandy Alexander's.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar. It's like alcohol combined with a dairy.
Because here in New Orleans, that's been done like through the decades. As soon as Christmas gets here, everybody's doing that. They're spiking their
I
egg.
think you're right. I think eggnog with the rum in it was a thing. I remember that as a 4-year-old, and I think Bailey's really set it off in 1974 when they came out with Bailey's Irish Cream, and then it just exploded. Now everybody is making it.
Yeah, he'll locally get the quart jug of the Borden's or whatever, and it's probably Klein Peter now, of the really good creamy flavored milk, or half and half, what have you, and then they just mix it with liquor.
There's a big problem with that stuff, though. How do you have one glass?
Oh, that's a problem.
Yeah, I know.
I know it comes like Lay's potato chips. You cannot just have one.
Yeah,
All right, now let Elbow talk about the product. All
right, go away.
Anyway, the price on this is $20 for a 750. So it's, I guess, on line with like Bailey's, Carolyn's at $11. I mean, that stuff is great for the price. This you pay a little more for, but you're getting Buffalo Trace brand, and it's an excellent product. I think it's really tasty. So,
right on.
Especially this time of year, where it's cooler outside, the holidays are here. These kind of liqueur cream drinks, I think, go good. So I saw
it ready to put up my artificial tree tonight, man.
Yeah, I saw it sitting there, and I thought, well,
everything.
Let me try it, and I would recommend it. When we come around again, I'll give you a score. But if you're looking, for something a little different, something you can keep in your fridge, if occasionally you'll have a sip of it, or put it in your coffee or.
I don't think it would. How long would it last in your fridge, Elbow?
Maybe 2 days, 2-3 days. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. But anyway, it's really, I mean, geez, they make alcohol so easy to drink. Here's another one. I mean, you hardly even know you're drinking alcohol. but it is really tasty. I mean, I guess I'm surprised in a way. I thought, well, maybe the bourbon wouldn't taste as good as Irish whiskey in a cream type drink, but this is great. This is really good. And
Can I ask you a question?
sure.
Have you tried any of their other variants? Now they have one they put out on the market called pralines and cream.
No, I haven't tried that. This is the
we tried.
This is the actually, when I watch other YouTuber channels, especially the whiskey guys, they always talk about Buffalo Trace, and I realize I usually just go to Total Wine, and I found out they don't stock Buffalo Trace there. I don't know why.
Can't get it.
But I mean, they had this obviously, but the Buffalo Trace bourbon. I happen to be in a different liquor store, actually Publix supermarkets. They have their own liquor stores at some of their locations. So I found this, which I'm going to bring on board maybe in a week or two.
Oh, yeah.
But this is my first bottle of Buffalo Trace bourbon. I've never tried it yet, but I always hear good things about it. So anyway, I saw this and I figured, all right, let's try this as well. So it's really it's going to get an A for me. But anyway, it's good stuff, folks. It's really.
Buddy, did you by chance buy that in like some kind of a holiday package where it came with the smaller whiskey? I just noticed whiskey's like a $3.75.
This one is if you're talking about this bourbon, that is a $3.75. Yeah. And
I was just wondering if you bought them together, like in a box. Like
no,
this is just time of year. Okay.
I mean, I'm on the lookout for those box sets because I oftentimes I like them.
You get deals, you get glasses, or you get
glass.
Don't you love the Crown Royal package at Christmas that comes with nice tumblers? You know.
Yeah, I'm saving up my pennies.
You know what? The only thing good about Crown Royal in this time of the year is that they put out the best glasses.
Thank you, Alexander. Yeah, I got the lava light turned on. I remember.
They do. They put out the best glasses. The Crown Royal.
They do. Now, Elbow. I have never seen a 375 of Buffalo Trace in my life.
Yeah, it was $20. So yeah, it's a small one. You know, because I like getting the small ones until I decide I want to spend the money for the big one. When I saw this, it was behind the counter, and I'm there there was somebody in front of me, so I had to wait for them to pay. And I'm looking at behind the counter, and I saw,
Elbow.
Wow, you got Buffalo Trace over there? Let me have one. How much is it? And she said it was $20. I said, okay, I'll take it. So I'll be bringing this on board. I'll be bringing this one. One of these.
Don't say it, David, because Louisiana gets the first pick on Buffalo Trace. You know that. Because when they release it in Louisiana, because the owner of Buffalo Trace lives in Louisiana. He's from New Orleans. Right. When they release it here, it's $24 for the regular bottle. Yeah,
it is. And I got one for $22.
But other states they're paying up to $50 for.
Yeah, they are, man. I was in Missouri and they would bring the stuff in from Kentucky, and then oh man, I tell you what, you're in a restaurant, you were paying premium price for this stuff.
Okay, now Claude is going to tell us about the LaRue, a famous no, please, we beg you not to.
You're muted.
I know. Sorry, wrong bottle. We just finished Thanksgiving dinner, went into Grandma's liquor cabinet. I said, I got to get something unique for the boys. What is Thursday? But I understand Fandango Friday, but what is Thursday? Thundering Thursday or?
Yeah, Thundering Thanksgiving today.
Oh, okay. And I found this little bottle. It's unique. It's refreshing. I think this is made in a cocktail, and I'm trying to think to my old bartending days. There's a certain drink, and maybe somebody in the chat room can help me. There's a certain drink that you do mix cream de mint in. Mint, MENTHE. Look at that label. I mean,
But wasn't that drink the grasshopper?
That's I
Yeah.
think yes.
Very
thank
good,
you.
Dave. Yeah, that's
I
it.
used to work when I was 13 years old. I was a busboy at the steakhouse called Sal and Sam's. It's no longer. It was a full service experience. As a busboy, you would have to stand there with the little cloth on your arm, and you would bring out the bread and the butter, and you'd clean the table and make sure the water was filled. And I'll never forget, these guys would come in, and these the older dudes, business guys, and they always had these hot young chicks with them. And I was thinking, even as a 13-year-old, I was like, yeah, man, that ain't the old ladies. They got them. But they'd always ordered a grasshopper. So
That's it.
Yeah. My duty was to go get the drink from the bar. And I'd stand there and I'd watch the bartender make it. And I remember the creme de mint that they put in it.
Yeah.
But that was a long, long, long time ago.
But it's a good memory, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's something that, if I didn't have that memory as a 13-year-old boy working in a restaurant, I wouldn't even know what a grasshopper was.
If it wasn't for that moment when your 13-year-old life on the planet, you wouldn't be dazzling Dave today, would you?
True that. True that.
Absolutely. It's a nice drink. It's a sweet drink. I always base things on, would I buy this again? Honestly, this is something I would not have in my liquor cabinet. It's just something, how many times do you want Listerine with a little bit of a kick? You know what I mean? Same color, but almost the same color, by the way. It's a nice drink. It's an old lady's drink. I wanted to find something unique tonight. It's enjoyable. It's sweet. It's not very strong. Did I ever wake up on a Friday afternoon and say, gee, I need a glass of cream to mint, but it's probably something for the grasshopper, or it's definitely something you mix for a cocktail, a unique cocktail once in a while. It's enjoyable. I poured it in a very small little glass. Do you ever go to your grandma's house and find? Did you ever go to your grandma's house and find these great little glasses that you don't see anymore?
Hold,
a little cocktail glass.
Yeah, that's neat.
Just these little. Look at the etching in it and everything like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to come back and get a score. We're going to let Tim go on.
I'm sorry. Did I go too long again? I'm sorry.
No. If somebody went too long, I would just tell them, you went too long. All right. I'm not known to be too reserved. Yes, that's a nice glass.
Notice the initial.
Is it G?
E.
For
The last name is with G.
Goober.
It's goofy, man. Get it straight.
Carl opinion. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. All right, now we've got a guy who is going to tell us about Parmesan, and you got to pour it in a glass, we hope. Now, Tim, you have Parmesan apple. You want me to show the website?
Yeah, don't put them in.
Okay, little sampler glass.
It's up to you. It's your channel. You do what you want.
Yes, that's usually what
Said
happens.
it's your
Okay,
channel, do what you want.
and I
Meaning,
said
go
yes.
ahead.
That's usually what happens. There's the
Look at
Parmesan
that.
website.
So this is a brandy?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Now, can you tell me can you describe a brandy? I mean, brandy is kind of new to me. I mean, I know
Ron,
A brandy is like whiskey, but it's made out of grapes.
Oh, okay.
So like whiskey is made from grain,
Yeah.
and brandy is made from grapes. They're basically the same thing. It's just that one is made from grapes, one's made from whiskey, but you get the same result.
Cool.
Brandy is brilliant.
brandy. Okay, I got you. I see. I just didn't realize. Yep. Cool.
Here's the apple brandy. It says a delectable flavor of fresh green apple, rich and juicy, balanced with the warm notes of Parmesan brandy. Now, Parmesan was from France, by the way. Just letting y'all know this. He was from France. He came to the United States and he started a winery in California in the 1800s. And his company made a lot of wine and brandy. And he died in 1940. But after he died, I don't think his family was too interested in the business, so they sold it, and now it's owned by the Sazerac company, who also makes the bourbon cream that Elbo's drinking. But yeah, but it was started by a French immigrant, Paul Masson. It's a real person. It's not a made-up name for marketing. And they have all kind of flavors, and they also have actual pure grape brandy with no flavoring added, such as this one and that one. All right. You got the floor, and you could tell us about it, Tim. Tim can tell us about it. He'll be right back, folks. We hope.
I'm back.
He's going to tell us what. Oh, you wanted to show us the base brand. Oh, the VSOP.
Yeah, the same thing. Dave.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this the same one?
No.
Grand Amber.
Yeah, that one's not flavored.
Grand Amber.
Oh yeah, you got it too, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you say is that the bottle's kind of chipped at the back. It's like I don't know why they did this.
Yeah.
See? It's kind of strange.
So Tim,
It's the same thing here.
Yeah.
So Tim, what do you think? What do you think of? What do you think of the apple brandy? How does it taste? Is it good?
I like the peach better.
Oh, you like the peach better? Okay.
Is it better than Lard's Applejack or Laird's Applejack?
No. I like the peach better than.
Have you ever had Laird's? No, I never had Laird's either. I can't comment on Laird's, but I know where to find it.
I like mine better.
Yeah. Now, Tim, Tim's
That
been having
moonshine?
But
Looks like moonshine.
yeah, he's got his own concoction there with fruit. Now, Tim, before you go, because I know you've had a pretty exuberant Thanksgiving Day, I think. What would you score? How would you score how would you score this apple brandy, apple flavored brandy? It's not apple brandy, it's apple flavored brandy.
5 out of 10.
So barely passing, like almost an F.
5 out of 10.
Well, how would that be in a letter grade in your scale?
Like A, B, C, or D?
No, it's good. It's good, but not excellent. I've had a lot better.
So if it was like a if it
I've
was
been
a
making
kid,
moonshine
it was like a
all
B.
right.
You're saying it's like a B.
No, you're putting words into his mouth. Let him speak.
No, I'm not putting words in his mouth, but a 5 out of 10 to me would be almost like poison, you know.
I've been making brandy my whole life. For 27 years, I'm a moonshiner. I've been making brandy my whole life. And mine's better than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you're not the only guy in South Carolina that makes his own product. Is it hard to do that? Is it hard to do that homemade stuff? No?
It ain't.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go back around and give scores now. I appreciate you joining. Your audio is a little low tonight, though. It's kind of hard to hear you, but otherwise, I appreciate you joining.
I know
Yeah.
I ain't got my mic on.
Oh, yeah, okay. Now, this Truly Pineapple Mango, I like it. for what it is. I don't really like what it is, but I like it. It's fine. If you want to drink a fruit flavored vodka, go ahead. Truly is something to buy.
Glad
Yeah,
to join you. Y'all have a good happy
oh, thank you.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
You might like it,
Cheers.
and you might not.
Only got half of that, but I heard Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to you, Tim. Now, so this truly, I don't think it's going to be around in 10 years. I mean, it's kind of one of these kind of things that you're going to see a little while and then you won't see it anymore. But maybe I'm wrong. It's only been on the market 3 years. But I give it a B plus, 88 out of 100. I mean, I think it is very good. It's nothing harsh about it. It's nothing. There's no turn off about it. I can't sit there and judge a product bad because I can't say, oh, well, I don't particularly like fruit flavor, so I'm going to give it a bad score. That's like insanity, you know. It's made with real fruit, so they did a good job with it. So it's a B plus. I'm gonna stick with that, even though it's probably not something for me. Now, David's going to give his score. Dazzling Dave, his score for the Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond.
Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond. It's 100%. And what Bottle and Bond is? I poured this. It's really good. It's got a great color to it. It's viscous. It held up well. It tasted really good. It tasted a lot of the barrel. There's a strong vanilla note to it. If you search, you can find some other things, some kind of indescribable things were really, really good. That added to the flavor. It's almost kind of like melds together. But the price margin on this versus the price margin on another product they put out, which tastes almost the same. It's almost identical, even down to the alcohol per volume. I don't know if it's worth it. This was 50. This is 25, and it's made by the same company. This is 94. This is 100. Is it really worth twice the amount you pay? No, it's not. It is a standalone product. If I didn't know anything about this one being the price margin, and I just bought this one, I would say, oh, it's so great and all that. So what's really bringing this one down is the price margin. It tastes really, really, really good, but it does taste too much like this one. It's almost like a clone. So my score is going to be an A, of course, because I totally love that one. So that love is bleeding over on this one. It's going to get an A. I would give this a 92 out of 100. Fancy bottle, thick, versus the other one's thin. So that's it.
Kind of an A minus, but still good. Now, let me show you this. I'm going to ask you this question.
That's a moderate A. I don't know why you get an A minus. You want me to get a 93? Just give it a moderate A. I mean, come on, it's an A.
No, I just want to be specific. I'm going to show a picture of a Heaven Hill product. Let's say somebody wants to really spend as little as possible to buy Heaven Hill whiskey, and I'm going to show this photo, and you tell me if they should buy it or just forget about it. This is one that they can get for a lot less than $20.
No.
Skip it.
No. This one? Is this the one you're showing? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. This is very grainy. It's very grainy. It drops off. It's just got almost like a bad kind of oatmeal-ish thing going on, which is just like it's almost like a mash flavor going on with it.
So there's probably a reason why it's $5.99.
Well, of course, it's hobo whiskey.
That's what I pay. That's what I paid for that bottle, $5.99.
Yeah, it's you're right. It's you pay $6, 25, and then you pay 50. So you're gonna get a variant of better. Now, what I'm getting at is that these two are almost the same.
Close.
Very, very close. 50, 25, 50, 20. You do the math.
I'll take the $25.
But you know, you have to do a side by side.
Yeah, that's why I do my blind taste test. My blind taste test tell me a lot. I learn a lot doing it. I actually learn a lot. I think I tried it at your house.
It looks like you're enjoying it.
You won't buy this one.
I mean, I will theoretically buy it if you know I have a very heavy backstock of bourbon. But
of this, that's what your heavy backstock is.
No, I don't have that brand. I drink all that. I drink it all.
Of this category.
No, I've got a lot better. I have mostly straight bourbon, not blended.
Okay.
But I mean, you know, I don't think Heaven Hills blended are that good. So, you know, I'm not here to trumpet Quality House. I don't think it's very quality. And I think the name tells you something. When you see a name like that, it sounds like something from a school cafeteria. But anyway.
Quality House?
Well, you know, like
I wouldn't have bought it.
I bought it for you just to see what you thought about it. Not to like change your mindset on things. It's like if you go to high school cafeteria, they've got brands of food products called Autocrat, like a dictator. I'm sure no dictators eat Autocrat quality condiments, but you know, they put that on the label. Now, so we've got Elbow going to give a score for his product where he is really enjoying.
Yes, I am. The Buffalo Trace Bourbon Cream. I'll give it a 95. Yeah, definitely an A. You know, it's every bit as good as Bailey's, and Bailey's is highly known and a good selling product. This is tasty, and having bourbon in there probably, makes it even a little bit better in some cases if people prefer bourbon over Irish whiskey. But yeah, I would definitely buy this again. It's not going to last too long in the house because it is so tasty and
because the spirit of Jean-Pierre will be there.
Yeah. It's good stuff. So I definitely recommend it out there. Give it a try if you see it. It's very tasty.
All right, awesome.
God, I want your drink. Your drink is so much better than my drink.
Well, straight cream de menthe. I mean, that's a little.
How do you go wrong? You cannot go wrong. I grabbed this out of Grandma's liquor cabinet just to be different. Grab something I haven't had before. I give it I'll give it an 86.
Jay, take this comment off. I don't want any negativity tonight.
I'm not being negative. I'm being honest.
No,
Get rid of it. No.
I'm being honest. Wait, I'll switch. I'll give it an 86. It's okay. But I did, while you guys were talking and everything, I did run out to my local liquor store and I got some of Tim's moonshine. And this shit is good. Tim makes really good moonshine. So, gentlemen, health and happiness forever.
Thanks. Boy. And I know that's just apple juice. Now,
Tim's moonshine, 98.
Well, Shane, I'm glad you had a good trip to Ireland, and it looked like it was really windy out there. When you made some videos, that wind was whipping, boy. I'm telling you, by the beach. Now, you said 86. Of course, to be fair to LaRue, it's not really made as a drinking product. It's mainly made as a component of cocktails, of course.
You're right. Maybe I'm not being
earlier in the reviews with the grasshopper. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some blue-haired lady in Boca Raton, Florida, who orders this every night on the rocks. But
wait, blue hair? You got to be kidding me! Blue hair?
Oh yeah, you've never been to Florida?
You never seen old ladies with like the blue tinted hair?
What about the purple hair?
Yeah, they're all over the place down
The
here. Come on.
eggplant colored hair.
And I'm sure she loves this, and it's a good. There's nothing wrong. It's not. Liquor is so subjective.
Right, it's just not a Claude product.
It's just not a Claude
It's
product.
not
Very
Claude
well.
approved.
And
No.
I'll tell you what, Claude. I've never had that in my life, so I don't know what I would think of it.
It's the kind of thing you try.
Hey, go buy one of those little thingies that you always buy and try.
You never.
I could
Now-
do that. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Just go
Tim's
to a bar,
moonshine.
man.
Tim's
That's not
moonshine
Tim's
in
moonshine.
the
That's
mason
probably Miller
jar.
High Life. Claude, you are not succeeding in this comedic effort. I have to be honest. I want to be frank with you.
Oh, listen, every group has to have a protagonist, Ron.
That's
I'm
true.
in.
And we've got one. We've got two actually. But anyway,
Mhm. Do it
whiskeys and stout. Oh yeah. He was saying that when he was in Ireland, the Jameson that he was drinking from draft was so much better than the packaged not the Jameson. I mean the Guinness. Shane said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Shane said the Guinness.
Jameson, is there Jameson on tap in our?
Okay, I said the wrong thing. The Guinness that he was drinking on draft in Ireland was so much better than the canned and bottled versions we get here. I guess getting it fresh and without being pasteurized,
Isn't that true of any good beer? I mean, if you ever had Budweiser or Schlitz on tap, is brilliant.
Yeah, David and I, about this place, David and Harahan, they serve Miller High Life on draft.
It's gone.
The place is out of business?
No, it's still there. They got rid of Miller High Life on draft. We
Oh,
used to
that's
get
bad.
$1.
It was
How
so
good-
good on draft, wasn't it?
How good did it taste?
It's great. It's fantastic. It was the best Miller High Life you ever had. On draft, 16-ounce glass, $1. Like a year ago.
All right, folks. Well,
All right,
that's going to bring us to the end. And
racing through me if you know what I mean. Like coffee in the morning, we gotta go.
yeah, I get that impression.
How's that?
Because you're tapping, like nervous, having a nervous breakdown. But
Gotta go.
well, of course you could leave if you want, but I'm closing it out anyway. I'm saying that next Friday, I'm planning to come back for Fandango Friday, December 2nd. That right? December 2nd. No, December 1st.
How about tomorrow?
I'm going to take a little break. But
We're here tonight. Yeah.
but December 1st, that's why I'm doing it tonight. So December 1st, plan to come back for Fandango Friday and be back in the roll, back rolling along. But now, I'll say this, and I'm not a person to take offense to things very easily. I'm usually one giving offense. So if anybody wants to, I have a knack for that. If anybody wants to host this Wednesday coming up at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central. No, that's 7:20 Eastern, 6:20 Central for the Wednesday night thing. Feel free. I won't take offense. I'm not going to join it. Just do it. Just let everybody know and give the link.
I'll reach out to Jean. See, he knows how to do this stuff. Not I.
Yeah, Jean knows how to run it, and of course, Eric is doing his thing at the same time.
Crash Eric's party, huh?
Yeah, it could just get. But the only thing I would warn about there, it could get very hectic because you might have up to 10 people then, and it's really hard to do it's really hard when you got 10 people because it's just so many.
6.
No, Eric, I think pays the money to get the premium, and then you can have up to 10 people in it. It can get it could make you want to pull your hair out, but if you're patient, if you're really patient, you could tolerate it, but it could be just letting you know, it can be kind of hectic. But but that's an option because they're going to be doing it, they are.
Right,
So
right. All right. I got to go, man. I'm getting ready to all over the place.
all right, bye-bye.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
All
Take
right.
care. Have a good night. So
Cheers.
anyway, we're going to close out, and I'll see y'all soon. And thanks for bringing all
Yeah.
these interesting products. And
Yeah.
everybody have a good Thanksgiving night.
Cheers, guys. Cheers,
Thank
gang.